Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Texans and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
After a tough couple of years in Denver, Wilson finally gets his fresh start, and he's certainly hoping to make the most of it. Truthfully, though, it's been tough sledding ever since being traded from Seattle a few years back. 14. But he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it? He's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Pierce gets this one running right. And down to the 36-yard line here. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the move to his left. He's got room to roam. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pierce. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Once more, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fields. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. All right.
Now Fields. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, side.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
Touchdown, Houston! Robert Woods, 35 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, he sheds himself free. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Houston's offense taking over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They go play action. Mills.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd and 6. Play action. It's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.